In 1930, the Federal Bureau of Narcotics was formed with the goal of increasing government revenues by targeting marijuana smokers. Harry Anslinger was named the first director of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics. Anslinger's friend William Randolph Hearst wanted to protect his investments in the timber industry. Hemp is as strong as paper. He hated Mexicans and used newspaper to spread untruths about marijuana and its effects on minorities. They teamed with pharmaceutical companies such as DuPont, who felt threatened by the impact of cannabis and its medicinal properties. After 2 years of planning, Anslinger and Hearst brought their plan to make marijuana illegal federally to Congress. In the face of contrary medical evidence, the court responded by citing yellow journalism by Hearst as proof for making marijuana illegal. Consequently, on August 2, 1937, marijuana became illegal and added as a Schedule I drug.
So what is the trend over the last 5 years of arrests involving marijuana, if there is a trend? If so, what is it?
Locally, I don't think the arrests have gone up dramatically. They might be down actually a little bit. Less enforcement.
30 million Americans use marijuana each year. A 2012 Watch report took 30,000 people arrested for previously having marijuana. Out of the 30,000 New Yorkers taken for the survey, 90% had not committed a violent offense, 3.1% committed a violent offense, and African Americans are 3.7 times more likely to be arrested for possession of marijuana. Okay. What is your stance on marijuana? Do you think legalizing it would be more beneficial to society or law enforcement?
I think we're headed that way probably. It certainly hasn't helped law enforcement or the public in Colorado.
Before legalization, Washington spent $34.6 million on law enforcement towards marijuana. Colorado spent $37.1 million on law enforcement against marijuana. 60.7% of all arrests in Colorado were from marijuana. Imagine what else we could spend our money on, like healthcare or improving education. Washington estimated that they would be making $500 million in revenue from a 25% excess tax on marijuana. All that money could be going to further bettering our states and our country.
The reason why marijuana businesses cannot flourish to their full capacity is because of the clashing of state and federal laws. Businesses are at risk of prosecution, and banks do not want to work with those businesses, even if they are fully legal under state law. If marijuana were to become fully legalized, then the economies in states in the US such as Colorado and Washington will significantly increase, along with the United States economy. Marijuana is not as bad as alcohol or tobacco, yet both are legal. Once legalized, they can further develop regulations and taxes for the marijuana business, and millions of people who are in need of medical marijuana can finally attain and benefit from it. With the end of marijuana prohibition, we will see a decrease in social injustice against minorities. It is time to end the racist marijuana prohibition that Harry Anslinger started, and instead pave a path to a greater future for our country, a new future that will start by legalization.
Me and my friends was smoking dope.